SmackDown wasn't too bad this week. I thought it was actually a good show. Wow, what a surprise. SmackDown actually wasn't too bad. I actually didn't mind this show. I'm just saying I didn't mind it. I thought it was actually quite good. But, as always, you do always get some bad things. You get some crap on this show. And yeah, we are going to be talking about it. And I didn't... The opening segment of the show, which we're about to get into, it was good. It was funny. Or sorry, no, it was funny. It was good. Yeah, I guess. But here's the thing, right? Brock Lesnar is building a feud with John Cena, not R-Truth. R-Truth's out here to defend John Cena. Like, seriously? This is what we're doing with R-Truth, right? Hold on, let's take a pause here. Let's go into the truth. Let's talk about R-Truth before we get into this review, right? So R-Truth said himself that he wants to be booked serious and better if he does come back. R-Truth said, "You know what? I want to be serious. I want to be this serious character." They have this serious character where he has a match with Cena when Cena's heel. Truth is kind of more heel. Actually, no, he was kind of more face, but it was odd. It was very odd. I don't know. The whole booking with Truth was odd. He attacks Cena, he comes out in Cena gear, like, I don't know. Very weird booking. But anyways, right? Cena turns face. Then they're like, oh yeah, you know what? It'll make sense if R-Truth turns face because Cena turns face. Because for whatever reason, what, are they the same character now? Like what? This makes no sense. We have R-Truth, who he got released. Shockingly, everyone loves Truth. Everyone wanted Truth to come back. Then we bring him back, serious. Now he's back to being a goofball, cornball, coming out here talking to Brock Lesnar, getting F5'd. Serious? What? Like this is what you're doing. I said it. I thought he'd be booked, back booked like this, like a goof. C-Jack, shout out to you, my guy. C-Jack said this. So yeah, let's get into it. So basically, Brock comes out. Before Brock can speak, R-Truth comes out. You get the point. So basically, Brock Lesnar's like, "Oh, I don't know you," and he says, "Well, I'm R-Truth." And then he goes, "Oh, all right, you're R-Truth." And he was like, "Do you know where John Cena is?" And Brock goes, "Do you know where John Cena is?" He says, "Nope, I don't know where Cena is." Then yet again, Brock says, for whatever reason, again, he says, "I don't know who you are. Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm Ron Cena." And then they go, Truth goes, or no, sorry, Brock says, "Oh, with the same mom, same mother?" And R-Truth goes, "No, we got the same daddy." And then Brock just kind of laughs, says, "Where's Cena?" And then he says, "There's something missing in you have a tooth missing." And then Brock F5's R-Truth. That's it. That's it. That's the segment. That was the segment. WrestlePalooza is next weekend. Next Saturday. This is an absolute joke, right? WrestlePalooza is next Saturday, people. Next Saturday. And they have not had Brock Lesnar and John Cena cut a promo once in the ring. Cena has barely even mentioned Brock in this feud. Cena versus Sami Zayn. Cena doesn't mention Brock Lesnar. He doesn't say, "Oh, you know what? I want you, Brock Lesnar. I want to go after you, Brock Lesnar." Nah, he says, "I don't know what's next." Brock Lesnar comes out after that match, or no, sorry, during the match. It's a DQ. He takes out Cena, takes out Sami. This week, we get Brock Lesnar and R-Truth in the ring, having a stupid comedy sketch promo. And next week on SmackDown, they didn't advertise Cena. They didn't advertise Brock. Normally on the Friday, they're in the place that they're going to be on the Saturday for the pay-per-view, right? So, surely they're both going to show up and have a promo, but this feud has been non-existent. It's ridiculous. They're like, "Okay, Cena, Cody? Yeah. Great match. We're going to end SummerSlam with even more of a bang, of a talking point." Brock Lesnar comes out. Right? Comes back. One of the biggest talking points ever that you could have booked on that show is Brock Lesnar come back from all the stuff that went on with him. No one thought he was coming back on that show. There was not one report about this, not one dirt sheet about Brock Lesnar coming back. Brock came back. Brock came back. I couldn't believe it, right? We don't even know why Brock wants to have a match with Cena. This hasn't been explained to us. We haven't got a reason on why Brock Lesnar wants to face John Cena. It's absolutely ridiculous. We have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Huge match. I'm all here for it. But give me a reason to why the feud is happening. There's not even a reason behind it. Same with Brock versus Cody. There was never no reason for that. Brock just decided to attack Cody the night after WrestleMania. Nothing makes sense anymore. We'll get into the next thing. Sorry, I just wanted to rant about that. Next thing on the show was Sami Zayn versus Dragon Lee. We had a backstage segment between Dragon Lee, Sami Zayn, open challenge. Sami Zayn is doing the United States Open Challenge. Banger of a match. I liked it. They put some effort into it. I really like Rey Fenix. I prefer him than Penta because he's not a shove down our throats as Penta. He actually loses matches and he actually just put in the work. So, not saying Penta doesn't, but he kind of just wins all the time. But yeah, I thought this was a very fun match. I like the Open US Challenge stuff. Hopefully we can keep that going because I liked this. I thought it was good. It was a fun match, entertaining enough. Sami Zayn ends up winning, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's your SmackDown. Oh, no, sorry, that's not your SmackDown. That is your match. Sami Zayn ends up winning. We can get into the next segment here. Solo Sikoa had a vignette basically saying that he wants to get back his United States title, so maybe that's the direction they're going to go in. Looks like we are getting Sami versus Solo again, which I wouldn't mind seeing. Solo probably would deserve a rematch. Next up, a lot of crap. We got a little backstage segment, Meechin B-Fab with Kiana James and Julia. And then basically that leads to another beatdown in the ring. Well, but we have a backstage segment, then this leads to a beatdown. Meechin ends up coming out. And that is that. So let's talk about it. Aleister Black has another one of these just boring vignettes, backstage kind of promo things. They're never any good. They're just boring. It's just like talking in riddles. Oh, Damian Priest, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you. I beat you last week. I guess you weren't at your best game. Aleister Black, I'm all creepy like that. That's all this guy does. And then he has okay matches. He's a good wrestler, but just give the guy a promo in the ring, please. No, I can't watch another one of these vignettes. Same with the Wyatt Six. Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan were the only ones in their vignette this week. I don't know why. I don't have images of this, so I'm basically just going off this. Because, yeah, I may as well just talk about it. But anyways, they don't have Wyatt 6 one. It was only Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan. Don't know where the other ones were. I know that they were on Worlds Collide, but very unusual, the Wyatt 6. But anyways, yeah, let's get into this match. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I thought that at least they gave this match a little bit more time than the last one that they had, which only got 6 minutes. Jade Cargill, does a terrible spear through the barricade, and then Nia Jax ends up coming out, which for whatever reason, even before Nia Jax attacks them, it just ends in a count out, which I don't even remember seeing the referee count, which is very unusual, but that is basically ends up what happening. It's like, alright, yeah, a count out, but Nia Jax, they could have just had Nia Jax attack them, and then it could have been a DQ. But, yeah, that was that. Are we going to get this on WrestlePalooza? It seems like they're just, not pulling the trigger on Jade Cargill winning the title yet. So, Tiffany will face Jade at SummerSlam. Tiffany wins. Then here we have Tiffany versus Jade. It's a bit of a battle. She doesn't end up winning because it's a count-out, and Nia comes out. Now it looks like we're heading into a triple threat between Nia, Tiffany, and Jade, and I would say Tiffany Stratton will most likely walk out with that title, and then we'll probably get a one-on-one between Tiffany and Jade again, and I think Jade will eventually win this title. They kind of seem to be keeping this from happening until it does actually happen, you know what I mean? They're kind of building it up a little bit. I hope that she doesn't win the title yet, because I don't like Jade Cargill. Her mic skills are terrible, her wrestling is terrible. That's my opinion. You don't agree with me, that's fine, but I don't like Jade Cargill. I don't see anything good in Jade Cargill. I don't know. I just don't think she's good at anything. So, my opinion, it is what it is. That amount of ads and commercials are like, they're kind of like Netflix ad commercial things. They're an absolute joke on Netflix. We'll get the Terrence Crawford fight ad for the 50th time. Like, I'm so sick of these ads, man. They take up like so much of the show. Like, the show's only meant to be 2 hours, and it's like longer because you probably get ads and stuff, and then they cut it out. And some weeks it's only like an hour and 40. Anyways, Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre yet again. To be honest with you, I will say that I'll give them some respect to WWE, and I'll give them some credit for actually booking a worthy main event for once. Two big main event level stars in the main event. Drew, Randy, in my top 5. Love these two guys. But we have seen this match so many times at this point, to where it's slow, boring, and built up to where the point where it was just there. It went for quite a while. This got like 20 minutes, which is crazy. But Randy hit an RKO in the match. Drew hit a Claymore. Drew hits a second Claymore. And Drew McIntyre ends up winning. And then Dr. Libations returns. He comes out. Me and my brother were saying, oh, we hope this turns out to be a triple threat between Randy, Drew, and Cody. Because we both think that Drew and Cody could be an amazing solo feud, and it needs a few more weeks to build. There hasn't even been a build for this match. Drew just claymored him through a table. That rid him off TV to film Street Fighter. Now he's back. WrestlePalooza's next week. We get this little segment here, and next week they'll probably cut a promo, and then that will be it. I hope that Drew wins. I think he's just slapped the belt onto Drew McIntyre already, man. But yeah, Libations ends up coming back. Shout out to C-Jax. He calls him Dr. Libation. So now I also call him Dr. Libations. Oh, you know, I respect you. I love you. As Cody Rhodes says. And that is how the show ends. WrestlePalooza predictions will be out this week. WrestlePalooza action figure setup with figures. I'm going to be making another figure video. And I do have some other stuff planned. So that is how the show ended. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to score the show a 3 out of 5. My phenomenal figures. Out! Thanks for watching.